benefit of having a family butcher. Look at those beautiful bones there, Max. Hey, yeah boy. Here's a quick update on Max's diet. So every now and again I top up the Max freezer with bones. So these are sheep bones, rib cages, and also joints. So you'll see here what this does for us is it allows me to freeze them, and every once a week I'll give him one full rib. And that's broken down into like 3 different days, where I'll give a day, miss a day, give a day, miss a day. Don't want to give too much raw meat and bones, but if it's part of a healthy diet, then it's actually very good for him. It gives him all the nutrients he needs for his skin and his bones and etc. So you'll know that you can get supplements and all sorts, but I find that giving him raw bones helps a lot. So luckily we've got a butcher that gives me all of the meat, bones cleaned up, ready for me to just make into small manageable chunks. And I just chop them in half and then fit them in my freezer tray and freeze them down. It's worth mentioning I have a separate freezer for Max. If you watch some of the early videos, I did like a breakdown of it. But again, with this it helps, and a lot of people mention about not giving dogs bones, but in the wild when they were while roaming free, wolves etc., they would just find their own meat and eat it. So it does well for me. These are big bones, uncooked and raw, and these are big ribs. He likes them a lot and he'll chew on them, keep his teeth clean. So there's multiple benefits of feeding raw, but again this is all down to individual needs. I know my dog can handle it, so if you have a smaller dog or a different breed, it's worth keeping an eye on the options and speaking to your vet just to make sure that you can do it, because some dogs have different dietary requirements. And again, it's nice to be able to give him the same type of food that you would eat. So with the butcher, what they do is they take the meat portions off the rib cage and sell that for human consumption, and these additional rib options and joints would be normally, well, they wouldn't do nothing with them. They'll probably waste them and throw them to landfill or something, or send them off to be crushed down and then put into other dog food or whatever they do with them. But when I get them raw, they're pretty much fresh. So maybe 4 days ago this animal was a full sheep, and obviously they've butchered it down to the meat, and I've got as fresh as I can get food for Max, and I know where it's come from, and that's really good. So again, they're giving you a bit of an update on Max, because I know you see the videos as he grows up and how he's getting older. I wouldn't recommend feeding too early, and also you need to train into them to not be territorial with the bone, because sometimes if you've got a breed that doesn't really acknowledge you as the leader, they'll get aggressive and you get near their bone and growl at you, etc. I can easily give Max a bone, take it away from him with no reaction from him really. Like he'll just look at me like, oh, why are you taking the bone away? But there won't be any aggression or growling, etc. So again, that is down to different breeds of dogs. But yeah, I thought I'll do a little video to show you this and give you the process of me breaking down the meat. I've got a sharp axe, and yeah, it's simply a case of keeping a wooden block under it and just working through these bones and stocking them up in the freezer. So hopefully this helps you. You'll see a little end clip of him enjoying the bones, and I'll see you on the next update.